You know, my God, I'm offended. I'm too offended talking about this movie. Hello, everyone. It's your girl again, Lillian, and I just saw a movie, The Devil is a Liar, on Netflix, and I am offended because how did Adaora not gain sense early? So guys, let's rewind. The main character is Nse. You should know Nse. I love that lady. She knows how to act, especially when it comes to still acting. You know, when someone is supposed to be like metal, like steel being, she needs to go and see Mr. and Mrs. because since the day I saw Mr. and Mrs., I fell in love with Nse. Oh my God, she is a badass actress. So now, I'm really excited in this movie because she didn't die. Because the last movie I saw of Nse, she didn't really give us a lot of action. I think the movie was Radio Voice with RMD and Nancy Sime. That was the last movie I saw of Nse, and she was just in the beginning part of the movie, and I didn't like that because I really love her acting. So I was really happy that she was the character of this movie. So Nse played the role Adaora. Apparently she's a woman in her 40s or almost approaching her 40s that has her business going well for her, but no man, no child. But then, I mean, pressure from society, especially when you have your younger sisters getting married. So guys, finally, Adaora met the man of her supposed dream. But then, even from the beginning, he was so good to be true. Jaiye was... Hey, see people they call Jaiye. Jaiye was so good to be true. Everything. How did she even freaking end up in jail? Oh my God. You see, life is not perfect. You can't have it all. Guys, Caroline from Real Housewives of Lagos. I have not seen Real Housewives of Lagos. Please don't drag me. It's a reality TV show. I'm not really into that. Okay, except Big Brother. But... you see, people don't like listening to their friends. I get that, yes, they might be bad friends and good friends, but then you should know someone who is sincere. How do you see blessing at 40 something? People are looking for the fruit of the womb, and you go and take it out. Guys, for every point where something too good to be true was happening, in my head I was already thinking of the negatives that could happen, and the negatives I were thinking were what was happening. So you see the point where she was telling her friend Evie about her husband leaving, and Evie was like, a man that wants to leave will leave. If you're even already feeling like he wants to leave, then just let him leave. Don't remove your baby because of this person. And she was like, no, she needs to save her marriage, stuff like that, and she went ahead to abort that baby. In my head I was already thinking, what if you lose the only child you have, and what if you lose your womb? Not even knowing say abobo don't plan make they even come out. Nancy Isime. I saw a post one time on Instagram that somebody said that Nancy Isime is overhyped. What? You watch Superstar. Have you seen the movie Superstar? You watch that and you still open your mouth and say Nancy is overhyped. I feel like when you want to talk about people, you should watch different movies of them. So you cannot just judge with one movie. Nancy was good in this movie. She was real. You know, the thing with this movie is that I really felt like some parts were exaggerated. You see that part in prison where Nse fought the ringleader or the mama of the prison. It was so fake. I'm like, nah. Even the fight was evidence that it was fake. Although after the fight, for a minute I forgot that Nse was in Shantytown. But because even when she went to prison, I was like, this Adebo, she go fit survive. But honestly, the movie was good, but I don't know how I feel about the storyline in general. What was with the end? She went to prison for the crime of murdering her husband, manslaughter. So I don't understand why in the end. It's so sad that after you build yourself so much as a career woman, you let pressure push you to someone that you didn't even take 2 months. But marriage is something, you need to get to know this person. I felt like there were some things that if she had settled down to find out about Jaiye from the beginning, then she wouldn't have married him. Guys, honestly, I don't know. I feel a whole lot of emotions. Then Erica played the role Anna. I feel like Anna was the mastermind behind everything that happened with Jaiye and Adaora because of Jaiye was rusty. I mean, he even fell for Carol, Bridget. He fell for his pretty classmates from when he was in school. And Erica was smart, sending the picture and address to Adaora so she could go there. For a lady that has invested so much in herself, I felt like she was just going to follow the whole thing wisely. But I liked the fact that her sentence was reduced. She came out. So guys, I will always love Nse's acting. In this movie, she brought it 100, aside from the fact that there were some parts that just felt like it wasn't her, like the scene in the prison, and even when they were fighting, like when she finally killed Jaiye, like the scenes felt like fake a bit. It wasn't so real. But then generally, it says awesome, especially when it comes to her acting still, like I said earlier. But I didn't like the fact that she wasn't thinking. I mean, like, it wasn't real. I feel like at times when writers are writing their story, they should make it, because people watch movie and be like, this one na film now, you get? They should make it seem more real, like, oh, okay, this, because this storyline is definitely a story that can happen in real life. It might even be happening, but then there were some parts I just felt like, okay, no, I don't think somebody in that situation will act that way. But then all human beings are different, so people act in different ways when they're in different situations. But I recommend you go see The Devil is a Liar and come back and thank me. If you're here till the end of my movie review, I really appreciate. Please remember to subscribe, to like, to share, recommend movies for me to see and review, and I will always do my homework. Thank you very much. Bye.